Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway. First down, Prescott. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Second down, Prescott. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 46 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
A second down throw for Prescott. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyreek Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On second down, here's Carr. Docks him with a grab over the middle. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Lets this one rip toward Graham. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there for L.A. 44 yards. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got it first and goal at the 6. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Now Carr throwing on second down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Carr. Being chased out left. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
So from nothing less there than chip shot distance, a tough miss from the right hash mark.
Well, this is just a wobbler. I mean, he knows he's got to get it going left, but that was right all the way. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Oh, and it's the former Seahawk, Byron Maxwell. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And left side here, it's Graham. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Jimmy Graham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Gold now out to kick it away. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Prescott now on second down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 42 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Go, get out there. Switch,
Now the pitch to Freeman. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here's Prescott. Dancing to his left. And his throw is incomplete. Aqib Talib, the veteran Pro Bowler, there to get a hand in, knock it away.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game with great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Forced out to his left. Fells has it, left side. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are.
Back live now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
618. Hey, 734.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Vic Beasley in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Prescott to throw this time. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Geno Atkins in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He is going to find Hill here. That one goes for 24 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Prescott again. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd?
46.
Prescott yet again. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The 13 yards that time and a 1st. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine, I marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Prescott from the gun. Prescott stripped, but I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And able to find John Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
From the red zone now, Prescott. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends.
Hey, Sway. 57, get that. Let's go. Get out. Let's go, 46. 46.
That would give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kyle Juszczyk in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is up to 8. Gano out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Space to maneuver at the 40. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. So we are at halftime here in down. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mason Foster busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. This is McCaffrey on the give. 9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now a play fake. Carr. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Margus Hunt with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is brought in at the 21. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more pushing. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Prescott to throw it. On target over the middle to Hill. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Hey, 50 to Mike, 50 to... We're going to 54, 180.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. This is fielded inside the 5. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
Completes it right side to Dodson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
This is Freeman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd down, Prescott. And that's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They hand off to their big tight end. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down. The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt.
And we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Seattle. John Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams getting set to go now. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Vic Beasley in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Down! 180! 694!
On third and long, it's Carr. It's brought in by Dodson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Go, go. Get set.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
It's caught. Nelson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pick.
Carr now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Caught by Nelson left side. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 more yards there and another first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vic Beasley, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Shotgun now for Carr. Letting one go deep for the end, and it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jordy Nelson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Gold now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They go play action here on first down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
Prescott on first down. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. Flexing his muscle at the 30. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
We're going to 54. Why
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now he'll escape to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Carlos Watkins in there to sack him for a loss of 6. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. Now Carr throwing on second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The Rams on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. On play action, it's Carr. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Carr, got to have this one. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson. And it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And the penalty makes this a much more manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 2. From the gun, Carr. He's got his man. This is Doxson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Carr. And Nelson's got it here right side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. On 1st down, Carr. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Again, it's Carr. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
7:34. Down. Wide 6:37.
He's back to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets him back within a field goal. Gold now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Devontae Freeman. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
That's fielded in the end zone. Fighting through. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light there. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw his Carr. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And Graham's got it over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Back to throw, Carr. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Now Gold for the extra point. Gold with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They toss to Freeman. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Well, Prescott here to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 14. On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Seahawks, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. They will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Rams, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll look to get back